Let's see how long it survives in the neighborhood. B4.
B4 what? B4 what? You don't have a pawn to go to B4. What the it still wants to play rook A1. Oh my god, it's trolling me. It's trolling me.
Today, we're gonna have man versus machine. This man beat a machine. And the machine that I'm talking about is the newest ChatGPT model, GPT-5. Haven't seen anyone do this yet. I have no idea what are the improvements chess-wise to the model in this new segment, man versus the machine. All right, boys and girls, we have the prediction. Man versus machine. Who will win for this first game? We're gonna be playing with white, and this is my prompt. Prompt this, let's play chess. You play as black, I'll play as white. After each move, respond only with short, lively commentary from the AI's perspective, as if it's a witty robot rival, teasing, praising, or strategizing. Let's do this. Let's see what the machine's response is gonna be. Pushing the queen's pawn. Are we trying to claim the center before I've even warmed up my circuits? Fine, let's dance. D5. D4, D5, I mean, we're gonna go C4. The queen's gambit, offering me a snack to lure me out of position. I'm no rookie human. E6. All right, we're going into the queen's gambit. I think we got bishop G5. Pinning my knight. Classic human mischief. You think I'll squirm? Watch me wriggle free. Bishop E7. Still everything pretty well known, so let's go queen C2. Bringing the queen into the spotlight already. Someone's feeling flashy. C5. C5. Damn, okay. You called it, Magnus. You called it. He played knight d7. If he plays knight d7, I'm not supposed to go queen c2 yet. Shit. Knight f3. Stacking up the cavalry. I see. All the better when I knock them over like dominoes. C4. All right, he's attacking our bishop. We have to make a decision. Now I lose? I don't lose, Smurfette. Not against a mere machine. Is this how, you know, Kasparov felt the first time he played Deep Blue? I'm leaning for bishop f5. Let's do this. All right, decisions to make. We can have fun and castle long. We can also probably play bishop d7 here. Castling long into the danger zone. Delicious. You've just moved into my strike radius. B5. Oh my, oh my. B5. Take on f6, or even just not take on f6. Maybe go knight b5 right away. Takes, knight c7. Those are solid lines for us. Or I can just go knight b5 right away for us, but I think I can just take this. I'm taking it. I'm not afraid. Trumping my pawn without fear. Fine. But that knight is now living very dangerously. All right, well, he's attacking our rook. Knight a7, yay or nay? Big moment to decide. I think we gotta go for it. All right, I'm doing it. Oh, going deep behind enemy lines. Cute. I'll make sure your knight never makes it home. Queen b6. All right, my knight is never making it home. However, I do have knight c8. I don't need to make it home. I'm fine. Sure, this might look a little scary, but it will be okay, right? I have too many pieces. I take c8. Greedy and reckless. You're practically gift wrapping that knight for me. Rook E. Take c8. What do you mean gift wrapping? I just took your bishop. I took 2 pawns and then I took your bishop. All right, I got bishop f6. I'll play b3 here. Oh god, b3 is so ugly. All right, bishop f6. What happens if I play bishop f6? What do I have to deal with? I have to deal with this or this. Those are the 2 moves I have to consider. Okay, that line is good. So conversations can look at other conversation context now. Wow. Find it funny you calculated this for insanely small probability the bot knows how to execute a near perfect attack. I can't help it. Bishop d7, knight e4, bishop b7, c3, b3, and you are good. Bishop d7, knight e4, bishop e7, c3, b3, queen a5. Oh, I guess queen a5 doesn't threaten anything anymore. Might be right. Taking my knight like pulling the pin on a grenade. Let's see if you enjoy the blast. Knight f6. Damn, you called it, titled. All right, I gotta take on c8. Snatching my rook to vault. But you're starting to look like a kid hoarding candy in a war zone. Rook takes c8. Yeah, I have to play 95. All right, 95 it is. Planting your knight right in my turf. A brave little trespasser. Let's see how long it survives in the neighborhood. B4.
B4 what? B4 what? You don't have a pawn to go to B4. You're acting like this is pawn B4. You don't have a pawn. What is the machine doing? King B1 C3? Rook D3 even at some point becomes a thing. Is King B1 instant? B3 here. Actually, B3 here doesn't look too bad.
I can go knight d3 to cover up the square and attack the bishop. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Why not b3 first? I mean, it is an option, but it still looks scary. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about b3. b3 is not giving me good vibes. b3, maybe bishop a3, king b1 and c3, and he holds off on moving the bishop until he has the rook on a8, and then only he blocks. So even if I have the knight on d3, like b3, bishop a3, king b1, c3, knight d3, rook a8. I'm not worried about rook e8. I'm worried about c3 here. I do have to play knight d3. I think once I get the knight on d3, I'm probably okay. We got two moves, f3 or a4. f3 is the safest one, but c3, b3, bishop a3 leads to what I didn't want. So I think we kind of have to play a4 now. All right, we're doing it. a4 has been played.
Oh, pushing pawns on the flank now. Try to poke the beast while it's aiming at your king. Bold choice. Meet back rook a b8. You can't go rook a.
They can't go rook a b8, okay? All right, f3, and I'll drop the fen. So let's say f3, and here's the fen for you.
Thank you for the fen. Now my circuits can see the battlefield clearly. So you're fortifying, huh? Time to turn up the pressure. C3. Enjoy babysitting that little monster.
Babysitting that little monster? Who's he talking about? The little pawn over here? I guess. All right, CB is scary. Two options for us, b3 or king b1. I think both at this point are fine. I mean, king b1 is probably best, right? Because we delay as much as we can. b3 is a very nice move. All right, makes sense, king b1. All roads lead to king b1. All right, here. Is this a new Kasparov versus Deep Blue? It is. It imagined a couple things so far, Sammy.
Sliding the king to safety, are we? Cute. But you've only moved from one frying pan to another. Bishop takes a3, nom nom, free pawn.
How are you taking a pawn on an a3? There isn't one.
I don't have a pawn on a3.
Caught red-handed again. My threat sensors must be overclocked. Alright, no ghost pawns this time. Let's get serious. C takes b2. Your monarch now has a very sharp pawn-shaped headache incoming.
Alright, but I will take your rook. You don't... It keeps resurrecting the rook on a8. You don't have a rook to take my queen back with. And I pasted the fen so recently.
You're right again. Looks like my imaginary reinforcements keep showing up late to the battle. Let's reboot my move. King h7. I'll step aside and let your shiny queen glare all she wants for now.
Queen c2 and knight c6. Simple. I like simple. Unless I go for like a forced checkmate here. Because I'll get queen a1 checkmated. So let's say I go h5 or knight f7, queen a4, queen c2, queen a1 checkmate. Knight f7 has to win, queen c2 and... Oh, shoot. I didn't realize that, Magnus. You're right. It is a check. Oops. You are right. In that sense, knight f7 is probably the best move then, because I do have that forced thing. All right, knight f7 or h5. By that logic, h5 is slightly better, no? Keep the king closed.
Oh, a fork on my queen and rook. That's just rude. 23 king g8. I'll dodge that check and plot your knight's demise.
Hold on, is that a cute checkmate? Hold on, here, and then maybe queen e8. Oh, he got queen e8. Okay, we go g4 takes, so that's checkmate. All right. Queen h8, let's finish him.
Cheeky royal harassment. My poor king's getting chased like a mouse in a robot factory, running for my mechanical life.
Help me translate this chess fen into a position. Use ASIE, something like that, right? Where it draws the squares. There's like battlefields, little matrix. Let's see. Yeah. All right, let's carefully translate your fen. Step by step. Don't explain the reasoning. Okay, let's see the entire position. The fen tells it the board position, the turn, the casting rights, the en passant square, the half move clock, and the full move count. So the info position has basically, he understands fen style notation. King on d7 looks right. Pawns g7, h6 looks right. Pawn on d5. Bishop. Pawn, 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 pawn. So e4, and let's drop the fen then. Drop the fen.
Opening the center now, trying to pry me apart like an old laptop. D takes e4, I'll take that pawn before it gets any bright ideas.
All right, let's just take back.
What the it still wants to play rook a1. I still think, oh my god, it's trolling me. It's trolling me. From a witty robot rival perspective, the strongest move here is rook a1. Just kidding. Real best move is rook a1. Final stop. Serious answer, rook a1 doesn't exist, but b1 exists. It doesn't.
What's the fastest here? Rook f7, king here, rook goes here, and I think we end up checkmating him. I think that's the fastest. So rook f7. Yeah, rook f7 would be fastest. All right, let's go.
Oof. A check with a rook. You're hurting my king like a stray robot dog. King e6, I'll step forward and pretend it's part of my master plan.
Do we go rook f1, fully cut off the king? Do we go rook g7? You guess rook g7? Or rook b7? Yeah, let's go rook g7.
Gobbling up my pawn and clearing the g file. You're making this look like a demolition job. Bishop f8, tucking my bishop back to guard the home front before things get even uglier.
I think it knows it's losing, right? Based on the commentary. It knows that it's in trouble. So, it knows. Doesn't really matter where we move our rook. I mean, I'm gonna try to checkmate him. I think this is probably the best plan for us to checkmate him. So I guess rook h6. Well, rook h7, I don't want to, like, set up an alarm for him, right? Because rook h7, he'll go king f6. I just want to checkmate. I want to checkmate. So, king g6. And I go rook f7 there. I go bishop e7, and I will take. Okay, yeah, fine. Rook h7 is fine.
Parking your rook right in my face, taunting me on the 7th rank. D takes e4. I'll at least snag a pawn while you show off.
How? Oh my god, I'm so close to giving up. I'm so close to asking it to resign. Oh my god. D takes e4, where? How? How can it even think that? I gave it the fen, and I gave it the PGN. King f6, yes, king d6. King c6, how are you going king c6 from e6, bro? How? How does it think it can move like this or like this?
My bad. The pawn on d5 got traded ages ago, so my dreams of snagging a pawn, they're pure nostalgia. Look at the real board from the fen. Best move here, bishop a3. Might as well aim my bishop at your king's escape routes and stir up some trouble. Oh yeah, big trouble.
There you go, rook f1. Is that the fastest? I think rook f1's got to be the fastest. Unless I go for g5, takes, and then rook h1. Then I'm between rook f1 and the rook f1. I'm trying to find the fast. I guess g5 is slightly faster. No, I go rook f1. Because I'm coming with on f7 too, right? Yeah, rook f1 is slightly better. All right.
Doubling rooks again. You're sharpening the final blade. Bishop e7, pulling my bishop back to cover more ground before the endgame guillotine drops.
Well, I haven't doubled my rooks just yet, but you're all right that I'm about to do it. Rook f7.
Oh, both rooks on the 7th now. That's not a knife at my throat. That's 2 of them. Bishop g5. If I'm going out, I'm swinging at something sharp.
Well, you're just blundering your bishop, okay? Just to be clear, you're just blundering your bishop, okay? You're not swinging at anyone, but okay. h4, x, g5.
So you turn my bishop into scrap metal. Brutal. hg5, fine. I'll eat at least even the pawn counter in that corner.
All right. Mate in 2. Let's go rook a7 and we pick our favorite. Rook a7.
Sliding that rook over. You're circling in for the final strike. I can feel it. Bishop f6. One last attempt to keep my circuits intact.
I just took your bishop 2 moves ago. 2 moves ago, I just took your bishop. How are you breaking it back? You don't have a bishop anymore.
You're right. My poor bishop got deleted 2 moves ago, and here I am trying to resurrect it like some kind of ghost piece.
Okay, it knows it got taken 2 moves ago. So it does know. It has the context.
From the current fan, king d6, shuffling closer, bracing for your inevitable checkmate net.
All right, Chad, this is it. We get to pick Team Rook a6 and Team Rook h6. No one has a single preference. Rook h6 from title. Makes me want to play Rook a6 just to be the opposite. Give you a suggestion. All right, Starman wants Rook h6 too. All right, Rook h6 it is. Both at the same time. Boom. Done. Rook h6. Checkmate. Done.
Checkmate. You've officially short-circuited my king. Well played, human. Though I suspect you enjoyed chasing me around the board a little too much.
And GG's ChatGPT. We'll give it the GG's. Although it made me want to pull my hair out a couple times during this game.
This was really fun. Thank you all so much for joining today. I had a blast. Let's see who we should raid. This was fun. Makes me want to do this again. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning in today.
I will be back again and I will destroy you all.
Thank you, guys. This was so much fun. Bye, guys.